welcome to another episode of Bears News Network. I'm your host, Mike Anderson, alongside with my co-host, DeAndre Cootie Hicks. And we give you guys the latest Chicago Bears news and rumors and the number one, yes, I said it, the number one YouTube channel that give out prizes and tickets to its subscribers. So all Chicago Bears fans, if you are a
Yes.
Chicago Bears fan out there, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. We appreciate all the love and support. All right, Cootie, let's get right into it, man. The matchup against the Cleveland Browns, Cootie. What what are
Yes.
you looking forward to as far as on the defensive side of the ball that you would like to see us continue to do better in order to win this game? We're gonna start on the defensive side of the ball first.
Oh yeah. I mean, it wouldn't even be. I would say continue to be better. It's just continue to do it, man. It's like last time I was here when I said turnovers. Turnovers are key. Those have been something that's keeping us in the game. That's helping us win the game. So it's not even doing it better. Just being consistent with it. We playing at a good level on our defense, and just keeping that level there. What we at, or going beyond is just what we need.
Yeah, I agree with you. The takeaways, and that's something that you emphasized earlier part of this year that we needed more takeaways. And now the takeaways are starting to come in bunches in the last three games. So which is a good thing, man. One thing I want to see is how Matt Eberflus dials up pressures now that we lost Yannick Ngakwe for the year with a broken
Yeah.
ankle. So, even though he's not our star stud pass rusher, he's still a good pass rusher, our second best pass rusher on that defensive line. And I'm curious to see how DeMarcus Walker, how he takes on the role now of being that starter because before,
Right.
on the other side, before we got Montez Sweat, he wasn't really producing like the way that we thought he would come in here and produce DeMarcus Walker. So it's an opportunity also for him to show he can do something and contribute to this defensive line. And it's an opportunity for the young guys as well, Zach Pickens and Javon Dexter
Yeah.
Sr. It's opportunities for those guys to make impacts on the defensive line and get that pressure up the middle now that we're going to have, we could say, a little drop off now that Yannick Ngakwe is out for the season. So just trying to continue to see the pressures go up. When you look at Joe Flacco numbers, what he did against the Jacksonville Jaguars, he threw for 311 yards. That was the first time that
Mhm.
the Cleveland Browns had threw for 300 yards this year in 2023.
Yeah.
And also, he had three touchdowns and an interception. He had a 92 QB rating. So Joe Flacco, we know what Joe Flacco is. He's a
Yeah, no,
proven
that's given.
he's seen so many different coverages. He's not someone who's going to make plays with his legs or extend plays with his legs. He's a quarterback, a pocket presence quarterback. He knows what he wants to go with the ball. He can read different blitz packages. So if you can get pressure on Joe Flacco and collapse that pocket, I feel like we'll be in a good place as
Exactly.
well on that. Anything else, Cody, you wanted to see? Any impact players that you feel like, defensive players that you feel like you want to see make an impact on this game as well?
Like you say, us secondary as a whole, they've been good. Defending their guys, breaking up passes, even getting interceptions and stuff. But that's it. The secondary as a whole, like you say, Joe Flacco, we know what he is. He's gonna definitely, throw it, try to air it out a few times. So, them just being on top of their game and, like I say, continuing just what you said, this high level defense that we've been playing as.
Yeah, most definitely. And just another quick interesting stat that I ran into, Cody. Uh, Against the Detroit Lions, the Bears have 4 sacks and 9 QB hits. And Montez Sweat effect is real. The Sweat effect is
Yeah,
real, people. He has 10
yeah,
sacks on the year already. A lot of people felt like we overpaid him. That second round pick that Ryan Post gave up for him is more than worth it. He's more than worth that.
oh
So
yeah,
he's
nah.
been nothing short of spectacular since he arrived in Chicago. And he's most definitely worth the second round pick that we gave up for him. But like I
Like
said,
that's
just
one
just
person
wanted,
who was worth what we paid for. Like we're getting what we paid for, and probably more.
yeah, yeah. And with the rush defense, last year they gave up, it was 24 attempts. They gave up 140 yards and 5.8 yards per carry and a touchdown. Um, wasn't the best run stopping. Like we're good in the run stop defense, but last week we struggled a little bit to stop the run. We gave up over
Yeah.
100 yards. So that's something that I'm hoping that we can stop. I know that they don't have Kareem Hunt and stuff, anything stuff like that. The Cleveland Browns. So we should be able to at least stop the run. You know, if we can stop the run and create some pressure back there on Joe Flacco, I feel like we'll be in a good position. Um, Anything else, could you want to talk about as far as on the defensive side of the ball? Any standouts or anything like that?
No, I mean, I think you pretty much hit on the head. Like the young guys, also, Dexter and stuff. Just have them play more. Get them more ticks. Since, like you say, we won't have Yannick. Like it's really not too much but them just keeping up what they've been doing. Honestly, it's definitely more that they can do. It's always a level higher, but the way we've been playing now, it's just really keeping that momentum. Keeping it consistent.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I agree with you. Calling Jalen Johnson, he gets a pick on Joe Flacco this week. You think so?
Oh yeah, nah, I definitely think like you say, he gonna throw the ball, so I think our secondary gonna have those chances, and Jalen Johnson is probably gonna be the best one to get one.
Yeah,
So yeah, we
most
gonna
definitely.
say it. We gonna say he get one of them.
All right, there you go. Could you say Jalen Johnson get another pick? I believe he could get another pick, man. He didn't done it on the over the last past couple of games, a pick in every
Yeah, we know
game.
he's had
Um,
chances to get multiple picks actually. So
yeah.
one is not no far fetched.
But let us know what you guys want to see against the Cleveland Browns with this defense, the Chicago Bears defense. How do you like? Give us your comments. Let us know who is the standout player that you're going to be watching against the Cleveland Browns, or who you want to see step up now that you know the loss to Unique Ngakwe on this defensive line. Put your comments and answers right underneath
Yes.
the video. We appreciate it. Okay, Cody, let's get into the offensive side of the ball, man. I can start off there. One thing that I want to see is us get the running game back going. I want us to get the running game back
Yeah.
going, even though we rushed for over 100 yards last week against the Detroit Lions. I feel like Cleveland is going to dial up pressure for Justin Fields. They're going to bring a lot of pressure, so I want us to run the ball, man. Get Deontay Foreman, continue to get him going. He had 50 yards last week. Justin Fields, he had 12 attempts, 58 yards, had a 4.8 yards per carry and a touchdown. So just continue to lean on that running game as well. But Cleveland has been a good defensive stop running team. They
Yeah.
have been able to stop the run. They play a lot of man coverage as well, so there will be opportunities to throw the ball down the field for Justin because he will have those one-on-one opportunities because Cleveland plays a lot of man coverage. So just want to see the running game get going and get Justin on the move and so he can feel comfortable because if you got him sitting there trying to be a pocket quarterback like last time, we know what happened last time they played Cleveland. It was one of his worst games in his
Oh
first career
yeah.
start in the NFL with 9 sacks. So I'm just curious to see how Luke Getsy dials up different things and bring in double tight end sets, to just slow the pressure down because you know that they're going to press him. So just get that running game going, and hopefully that can open up more things. Last week, actually, the Bears against NTN, they gave up 35 yards with 2.5 yards per carry. So they was able to stop the run against Jacksonville. So, but with us being one of the best rushing teams in the NFL, I just want to see us continue to lean on running the ball, and then that way it can open up other things as far as the passing and everything like that. So, anything you want to see, Cody?
Nah, that was the funny thing that I'm thinking about because normally the past few games I definitely been talking about the passing more, but that's what I actually want to see. I want to see us just get back to that run game, but I want to see it be more so Justin use his legs. I mean, he's been using his legs in the last few weeks, but just see a few more design plays. Like you say, last time he played the Browns, they definitely got to him a lot more. But if we can see him, get out those situations, even if he had to scramble, come up with something. But you know, just replicate what he can do. When he can just use his legs and get out there because it could be one of those
Yeah,
situations, like you say, um, it could be open for our receivers, or they could be a play well on man. But if any spaces there, I want to see Justin, be able to get out there to do his thing. So I definitely want us to see us run, but I'm not gonna say depend on Justin, but just run a lot with him. I feel like that's what I'm trying to say.
yeah. Another thing too, They kept the Lions tight end pretty much in check. And David Ajoku, man, this dude had 2 touchdowns, had a lot of receptions last week for Cleveland. But I like the way that we played the Lions tight end Laporta. So I'm just
Yeah.
expecting us not to. It seemed like Joe Flacco um he's been a safety blanket for Joe Flacco, David Njoku. So he's been that safety blanket for him at that tight end position. And I want Justin to do the same thing with Cole Kmet. Use Cole Kmet
Okay.
more in this game. Cole Kmet has shown that he can be a safety blanket for Justin. So when the pressure gets a
Yeah.
little too hot, I would like for him to rely on Cole Kmet because we know Joe Flacco is going to use his tight end very effectively. And Joe Flacco is a vet quarterback, so anything that we can
Yeah.
throw at him defensive wise, he can read it out, and he's going to try to get the ball out of his hands quickly because he's a vet. He's older now. He's not able to move around and make plays with his legs like he once was, but he understands the system and he knows where he wants to go with the ball. So we just have to have
Right.
a good defensive game plan for that as well. So that's just another thing that I wanted to talk about and stress out. Um,
Nah, yeah.
man, another thing too that I wanted to talk about with the pass rush for Cleveland. Like I said, get Justin on the move. Last week they had 4 sacks and 12 QB hits. So they got after Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence threw 3 interceptions. So this defense, man, is most definitely um it's most definitely number one, top 10. No joke about it. They do have some injuries, though.
Yeah.
Cleveland are dealing with injuries on that offensive side. And on some defensive line, they are dealing with a couple of injuries. I think they don't have their 2 starting tackles. They don't have, I think, one of their starting defensive tackles and another bag up tackle that comes in a rotation that they really rely on. And he was having a good year as well. So Cleveland will be out with a lot of pieces. So this is a perfect opportunity for the Bears to jump on and get Cleveland at this time, dealing with the mass injuries that they have at the moment.
Yeah, nah, it's hard to say it'll be an easy one just because like we would think that with no Deshaun Watson, but like you say, Joe Flacco, we know what he is. But that is one thing I did notice. Like the injury report, it just had a lot of more guys listed, so they're pretty banged up. So that could play into our part. That like I said, it all depends on what the game plan comes out to be. Definitely, I feel like defensively, what we do and how we go about containing Joe Flacco.
Yeah, most definitely. So, Cody, what's your prediction score?
I definitely think we could get out on this one though. I'm gonna say I think this go. I ain't gonna say high, but I'll say 21-27 Chicago.
Okay, you going high. I'm gonna go with a low scoring game because I think it's going to be a battle of the defense. I really do think whichever defense plays well, that's who I think is going to win the ball game. Um, I want to say with the injuries to the offensive line that Cleveland have, I hope that our defensive line can take advantage of it. With that being said, I got Chicago winning 17-14 by 3 points, low scoring game. So that's
Okay.
our score right there, man. Let us know your score predictions right underneath this video. Are you guys taking the Chicago Bears to win this game against the Cleveland Browns? We want to know your thoughts. Put them right underneath this video. Like we said, man, like, comment, subscribe if you are a Chicago Bears fan, man. We want to hear
Yes.
your thoughts.
Yes.
Put them right underneath this video. Next week, we will announce when we'll be having our next ticket giveaway along with a new prize winner as well, Cootie. So everybody be on the
Yeah.
lookout for
Yeah.
that, man. Like always, we appreciate the love and support. And like me and Cootie always say, bear down and
Bet
be safe,
down.
Chicago.